Hello, and welcome to another round of Yippee Quiz. It's all about matching the driver to their team in a specific year. Before we hit the starting grid, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a big like, and ring that bell so you never miss a quiz. First up, Lewis Hamilton. In his phenomenal debut year, 2007, which team did he race for? You're right, it was McLaren. Next, Sebastian Vettel. When he won his first championship in 2010, who was he driving for? You got it, Red Bull Racing. How about Max Verstappen? In 2016, what team was he with? Yep, also Red Bull Racing. Let's think back to 2007 again. Kimi Raikkonen clinched the title, but with which team? It was, of course, Ferrari. Fernando Alonso, back in 2005 when he became champion. What team was he driving for? That was with Renault. Remember the fairy tale story of 2009? Jenson Button won the championship with which team? The one and only Braun GP. Let's go way back. Michael Schumacher's first title in 1994. Which team was he with? He was driving for Benetton. Charles Leclerc made his F1 debut in 2018. Can you name the team? He started out with Sauber. Before his Mercedes days, where did Valtteri Bottas start his F1 career in 2013? That was with Williams. Nico Rosberg, his championship year in 2016. Which team was he driving for? Of course, it was Mercedes. Carlos Sainz Jr. in 2019, the year he got his first podium. Which team? He was racing for McLaren. Checo, Sergio Perez way back in 2012. What team gave him those early podiums? It was Sauber. The Honey Badger, Daniel Ricciardo in 2020. Where was he racing? He was with Renault. Pierre Gasly had a memorable 2019. Which junior team did he race for that year? That's the one, Toro Rosso. Esteban Ocon secured his first win in 2021. Which team was celebrating with him? That was Alpine. Lance Stroll's rookie season was 2017. Can you remember his team? He started his journey with Williams. Mr. Saturday, George Russell in 2020. Who did he drive for? Another point for Williams. How about Alex Albon in 2022? Which team did he make his comeback with? He raced for Williams. Lando Norris in 2021. A great season for him. Which team was he with? Of course, McLaren. So close to the title in 2008. Who was Felipe Massa driving for that year? The legendary Ferrari. Romain Grosjean was scoring podiums in 2013. With which team? That was with Lotus. Heikki Kovalainen won a race in 2008. Who was his team? He was at McLaren. The surprise winner in Spain 2012, Pastor Maldonado. Which team was it? It was Williams. A fan favorite, Kamui Kobayashi. Where was he racing in 2012? He was with Sauber. Quick Nick Heidfeld in 2007. Can you name his team? He was driving for BMW Sauber. Giancarlo Fisichella back in 2006. Who did he race for? That's right, Renault. Veteran Rubens Barrichello in 2010. Which team was he with? He was at Williams. Jean-Eric Vergne in 2013. His team? It was Toro Rosso. The Torpedo, Daniil Kvyat in 2015. Which top team was he driving for? He had a seat at Red Bull Racing. Marcus Ericsson in 2016. Can you recall his team? He was with Sauber. Jolyon Palmer in 2017. Who did he drive for? He was with Renault. K-Mag's debut in 2014 saw him on the podium. Which team was that with? It was McLaren. Stoffel Van Dorn in 2018. Who was he teammates with Alonso? He was also at McLaren. Russia's first F1 driver, Vitaly Petrov. His team in 2010? He raced for Renault, 35th. Robert Kubica in 2010, a real star. Which team was he with? That was Renault. Nelson Piquet Jr. in 2008. Which team was he driving for? It was Renault. Indy 500 winner Takuma Sato. In 2004, where was he in F1? Driving for Bar Honda. The king of qualifying, Jarno Trulli. His team in 2005? He was at Toyota. Timo Glock in 2009. A strong season for him. With which team? Also with Toyota. Kazuki Nakajima in 2008. Who did he race for? He was with Williams. A young Mark Webber in 2003. Before Red Bull. Which team? He was racing for Jaguar. The veteran David Coulthard in 2007. Where was he? He was at Red Bull Racing. Another one for Jenson Button, this time in 2003. Which team? He was at Bar Honda. Let's rewind to Fernando Alonso's very first season, 2001. Which team gave him his start? The underdog, Minardi. The Flying Finn, Mika Hakkinen. His second title in 1999 was with which team? You know it, McLaren. Damon Hill, his championship year of 1996. Which legendary team? It was Williams. The very next year, 1997, it was Jacques Villeneuve's turn. With which team? Also Williams. The legend, Ayrton Senna. In his final McLaren season, 1993, who did he drive for? Of course, McLaren. The Professor, Alain Prost. In 1990, he was in a famous title fight with which team? He was driving for Ferrari. And finally, our Nigel Mansell's dominant 1992 championship. And that's all 50. Well done. Post your score in the comments. No cheating. If you enjoyed this quiz, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to join the fun for our next video.